In an A-wing, baby. I haven't seen this ship flown yet, and I am excited to see it in action. Looks like we're about ready to go here. And the timer has started. Lieutenant Rivas first to move. Too hard to the right. Takes an evade token. These A-Wings do not have vectored cannons. Yoda's playing a hyperspace list. Wedge, 5 straight. Gonna boost. Or not boost, gonna focus. First order test pilot. 5 straight. And we'll take a barrel roll. Not linking that. Maybe linking it. Thinking about linking it. Perhaps linking it. Not going to link it. Recoil, 2 bank. There's a barrel roll. Might link this to a boost. Not going to. And Yoda's 5s. Luke, 3 straight. I'll link that into a boost. Ahsoka Tano, part 2, and a boost. And Lahoo's too hard. And take that barrel roll. Hera Syndulla, 2 forward. Back to dials. So recoil, the only one super in danger right now. But silencers are fast enough. I don't think there's going to be any problem getting them out. Get your bets in. Exclamation point Nichols. CMA Nichols, you have to bet. You can bet from 10 to 10,000. That is your range. Nice range. Good range. Many of you are hockey fans. My team, the Buffalo Sabres, are going for 16 losses in a row tonight, currently down 2-0 to Pittsburgh. Our cancer survivor coach is in isolation due to a COVID scare. And did I mention we've lost 15 games in a row, going for 16? We are so bad. I don't even know what a wooden spoon award is, but I thought Taylor Hall would help you guys too. By you guys, I mean us. But you know, the prize given to last place is a top 3 pick in the draft. That's the prize. Bills are good. Yeah, it's like God was like, hey, you can have one good thing at a time after having no good things for 20 years. Revis, the turn and a focus. Wedge now. 2 forward. Focuses. Recoil. 5 straight away. Focus, and I think he boosts. First order test pilot. 2 straight. I think I like the barrel roll boost here. Get your bets in. It looks like there's going to be some shooting happening this round. Barrel roll right. It's a stress. Ahsoka Tano and Luke Skywalker. Luke will flip foils. 3 straight. I think this was a card versus token mix-up. The card was open. Yeah. All right. And Ahsoka now needs to go. Luke could grab a lock here. Oh, no, he boosted. Why would he? Ahsoka 2. 2 bank there. And she's going to go for a lock. Oh. Does catch Luke. Could catch Wedge. Could boost what? Do you give the boost to Wedge, or do you give Luke a barrel roll or a target lock? Looks like a barrel roll to Luke Skywalker. Three nothing Penguins. Who's probably just taking a evade, right? Hera Syndulla now. Oh my. 1-on-1 with recoil. Hera could barrel roll boost and go 1-on-1 with Revis, but that would give Revis a target lock. I'm 1,000% with you, Daddy. I think lock boost with wedge was the move there. Hera barrel rolls. Boost is risky here. She links it to the boost. That gives Revis a target lock. Hera, range 1 on Revis now. 3v3. Betting is closed. Final bets 3 for First Order, 8 for the Rebels. Hera, 2 hits, not bad. And Revis. Natties. Luke Skywalker, range 2 onto recoil. 2v3. 1. Recoil. 2 evades. Wedge, no shots. Ahsoka, no shots. The only shot looks to belong to Lieutenant Revis here. Automated target priority dictates that Hera has to be the shot, but that was going to be it anyway. 3v3. Double modded versus no mods for Hera. Straight natty. And Hera takes it all.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Epionic with the clutch redeem. Pete's redeem is gonna bankrupt us all. So I've used like 4K of redeems. Well, it generates pretty fast, right? Pretty sure it does. But that's the point, right? Like the redeems are super fun, but like I don't want it every second, you know? Like it can't be everything. So the trick here is going to be get Wedge and Luke mods. Wedge pretty easy, and 2 hard, or even 3 hard focus boosts. Luke might have to 1 bank and hope for a wider arc shot. Ahsoka still can turn in, and I would be pretty surprised if Hera wasn't heading out. Well, that's what I'm saying. The client, like, that's why they're expensive, because the channel points build up pretty fast, and Deslin has a crush. Look at Revis go. Revis with the focus. Wow, what a play by Dylan Cousins.
This is where the fun begins.
Too hard from Wedge, focus boost. And he's going to leave the target lock onto Hera. Recoil 2 bank. I think I focus boost here, come face to face with Ahsoka. And the goal's offside, so it's no way is that going to stand. Yay, us. Focus for the first order test pilot. Does he boost into a better shot on Wedge? Back in X-Wing Nam Sabine's tie could carry through. Oh, man. I mean, that's canonically, like, I guess accurate, considering we saw that, but, like, damn. And a straight boost there for the first order test pilot. Luke Skywalker now. Or Ahsoka. Luke opens foils. You just take a lock. You take that on Revis, and you try to focus Revis down here. So go one hard. I think you just take an evade here. Could extreme maneuver boost to the left and probably avoid violence altogether, but just take an evade. I've heard the stories about 1E. Is gonna barrel roll. Does the boost fit here? Could be an extra shot on Revis. Lahoo's proud tradition focus after the sloop. To the moon! What's up, Candid Clarinet? You guys aren't following the Candid Clarinetist. Please do. Didn't spell that right. Good job, Greg. Wait for that to go away. There we go. Got it. The Candid Calrissianist, as we all know and love. Stokatano. Into Revis, range 3, 2v4. Hit crit. And Revis will spend to take no damage. Luke Skywalker now. 3v3. Ooh, has 2 force. Yeah, man, just spend it. Who cares? Oof. Revis down to 1 with a range 1 wedge banger. 3v2 coming up. Hughes reaches out, can't find anyone. Three v2 here from Wedge. 2 hits. Revis. Gets 1. It's not enough. Revis dies. Wedge confirmed good. Recoil has nothing. You got Wedge range 2 with no token. Ahsoka range 3. Luke range 3. So Wedge range 2 against Recoil here. Or sorry, First Order Test Pilot. Or Advanced Optics. And Wedge will take a shield. Revis off the board. We go back to Dials. Let's bring in Gerg for a scoring update. Gerg.
Score now, Subhedgehog 22, Yodataco 28.
Thanks, Gerg. Because I eat an apple. Again, we're a Red Delicious family out here. It's super crunchy. Could you imagine Nickel City ASMR? All right, guys, this is what a plane sounds like from the outside. My kids are in a Honeycrisp phase right now. We just ended our gala run. Tell them to get on the Red Delicious bandwagon. I think you should try a Fuji apple sometime. Snappy, sweet like baby food. I don't want it too sweet, though. I want it just the right amount of sweet. Just the Red Delicious amount of sweet. My wife is a Granny Smith gal. I'm not saying leave her, but you know, there's some stuff you got to work out. I'll apple shame anyone here. Like we're ready to go? Ledge, 2 banks. And we'll just focus up. Recoil too hard. Chris from Lancaster, what's up, my friend? I'll eat any apple. I'm not picky. I am picky. I don't like green apples. Green apples are great in pies, but not so great just to have an apple. What is the music? Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn off the lyrics in YouTube safety. On the epic music, so you probably got some crazy shit. Oopsies. They use different music for like my game streams versus these stuff. I bet. Like recoil's gonna barrel right, and that will cause the stress. Ahsoka 2 bank, and it didn't bump. Ahsoka might be able to barrel roll out and then extreme maneuver in. There's that barrel roll. There it is. Luke just taking a target lock. The Who's. One bank there. You just focus. Take your shots on Wedge, right? Recoil takes shields. Or sorry, not recoil. First order test pilot takes shields. Ahsoka, range 1 now. Oh, Ahsoka blanks. No heroic available for red. Luke Skywalker. That's half points and a little more on recoil. Three dice into Ahsoka with Special Forces Gunner. He'll spend the lock. Hit, crit coming into Ahsoka. She has Force. And she will spend Force. Take nothing. Wedge. Range 3 onto Lahus. This is going to be 2v2. Wedge spends for 2 hits. Lahus, 2 evades. Fanatical is active on the First Order test pilot now. And he's going in onto Luke Skywalker. And that Fanatical makes it hit, crit. Luke Skywalker, 2 evades. There you go, Chris.
Yo, go, 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 go.
It almost feels bad at a point. Like we're rubbing it in. Yeah, Hera has an evade. Toss to Luke? Nah. What for? Why? Navi, I can't understand why you don't like the Rebel A-Wings. They're so good. They're just clearly so good. 38 minutes left. It feels like Yodataco has like a huge lead, but it's only 38 points here. You know, one Wedge Antilles, one Ahsoka, one Hera, one Luke going down can bring it to you. Oh, Navi, these are going to be flown all over the place. Have you seen how good they are? They're crazy. They're going to be flown so much. Well, they won't. The Hawk meta is the strongest meta in all of this game. 5 Hawks is literally the most lethal list. Yeah, M3A swarms are dead. Hawk swarms are now meta. Hawks would beat V1s into the ground. Two bank focus for Wedge. First order test pilot. Going for those blocks. Recoil. Too hard. Focus boost. So go the one hard right into Lahus's face. And she'll take an evade. Luke 2 banks through everybody. And Luke will just take a barrel roll. Onto the cloud for Lahus. The FFG website has points, but the only points that have been changed so far are the new shift. There's been no like point changes. Oh, and the 2 bank gets through on Hera. He was really hoping for a block. It sure did come out this week, and it sure does suck. Focus boost for Hera. There's range 1 obstructed on the Lahus. 115 points, Chris from Lancaster. 115. 2 hits from Hera. That's 1 shield down on Lahus. Soka will take a patience. And we'll just do her 2 dice attack. And Lahus takes 1. Lahus gets to strike back here. And you go in on Hera and hope, right? Got 3 shots to get Hera off the board. Four on 4. Four, 3, not bad. Hera. Cloud, and we'll have to spend the focus. And now you've got 2 shots to get Hera out. This is first order test pilot, range 1 into Hera. Fanatical still active. That's 3. Hera needs natties. Not today. Hera Syndulla dies. I think you take this on wedge because you're at least double modified. Three on 4 onto wedge Antilles. And you have a target lock. Gonna spend it. That's 3 hits coming in onto wedge. Wedge takes 2. Wedge down to 1. Don't call it a comeback.
The score now, Subhedgehog 63, Yodataco 60.
Thanks, Gerg. Wedge Antilles takes buku damage from downtown. Yeah, you gotta get the Scum pack because the Hawk meta is the most recent, deadly, and important meta ever conceived. Poor Apings. Greg, make it stop. Make it stop. I don't know, man. I respect the way Subhedgehog is playing here. He took Revis out early. First order test pilot was burned down, but he's stuck with it. He's executed a plan. He's still going to have to try and take down Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka. I mean, that is... Like, just getting Wedge is going to be tough because of how many dice he rolls. But, like, yikes. Getting Ahsoka is a tall order to ask. So I'm going to take this second to say, hey, if you guys haven't followed, why not follow, buddy? Why not join us? Why not join the NCX crew? Costs nothing. If you're feeling extra spicy, you can subscribe, get our emotes, be generally cool. Tomorrow we're going to do Friday Night Marbles starting at 7 p.m. If you want to play some marbles, make some nickels. The top 20 in nickels gets an alt art card that I make at the end of the month. So that is how you do that. Hey, Risen, man, have a good night. And if you want to be involved in our community, why not go to ! Discord or ! Signups, sign up for a game. We'd love to have you. Also, we do Debate Club on Monday night. Star Wars Debate Club, debating the hottest topics in all of Star Wars. So if you have a webcam and think you'd be good on that, it's not a serious thing, just like a fun thing. If you think that's something that you'd be willing to do, I'd love to have you. Sadly, Nabi, it's not X-Wing Debate Club anymore. It's Star Wars Debate Club, so more people can participate. So there probably won't be X-Wing questions. This month is a Snapple snapshot card, but the Spectrum false transponder is hilarious. That said, I don't think I've had any issues today. Only 194 drop frames. That's about just over 3 seconds worth the whole night. So far, so good. Jimo, check out the YouTube, ! YouTube. I posted the last debate club there. You can kind of see what it's about. It's a sillier thing. It's not, we're not going crazy. One T in YouTube. Luke 4Ks. Ahsoka Sloops. Who Sloops as well. Proud Tradition Focus. We did find Dion. We found him. We had to go through Canada down through Michigan, but we found Dion. Ahsoka on the First Order test pilot spends a force for 1. One evade. Man, these are good ideas, guys. That's another excellent idea, the client. Luke Skywalker onto Lahoo's from range 1. Spend a force for 2. Lahoo's. Oh, almost got the natties. Half points there on Lahoo's. And that's going to widen the lead. Lahoo's gets a shot now. Maybe. Nope. Wedge. Range 3, Bangarooski. 2v3. I haven't had my muffin yet, Matt. For 1. First Order test pilot. Straight natties. First Order test pilot. Oh, recoil, nothing. You can just go on Luke. It's the easier one to put damage into. I haven't had my muffin yet would be a good redeem. I think that might be too many. Yodataco. Luke will take 2. That's going to be half points on Luke Skywalker. And just like that, Subhedgehog is now in the lead.
Subhedgehog 95, Yodataco 84.
I'm going to have some real talk. Some real folk. Runs is just making up abilities for Spectrum. That'd be a great homebrew card. How funny would that be? Like, you were supposed to, just talking to Hawks, right? You were supposed to destroy the meta, not join them. That's what I'm saying. The client runs has a good idea. It's like, it jams you, and then, but it like tells you you're working. Well, I'll tell you what. Ever since I switched the cord, I've been all right. I mean, keep the fingers crossed. Been doing okay this week. Or maybe, you know what also could have happened? And I don't put this behind them by them at all. They could have actually have found something and then just denied it. They could have just fixed it and then denied it so they wouldn't pay me. Epionic, here's the thing. I agree with you. I think that happened because without an appointment, I had a dude come over to my house and he was like banging on something outside. And then he rang the doorbell and he's like, "Hey, sir, I checked everything. I couldn't find any issues." So I'm like, "Why were you here?" Like, they didn't tell me he was coming or anything. He was just there. So I think they actually did find something. I bet you they did, and they just don't want to admit it. Navi, you come from a land where they actually care about the consumer. If they don't admit anything's wrong, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't claim anything because there's nothing to claim. So I bet you they did fucking find something, and that's just what it is. First order test pilot bumps into Wedge. Probably not the worst thing unless Luke slow rolls. Recoil. So the net closes in onto Luke Skywalker. He was out there for that truck was out by my house for like 3 hours. He literally parked in front of my house. My Ring doorbell goes off, right? Because it detects movement. And I saw it's a Spectrum truck, but I didn't have an appointment. There were like, this was post everything. I didn't have any appointments or anything. There's the barrel roll there, so it looks like Wedge might actually be the target. Luke, one bank, and that bumps. That's probably not so bad. I almost think you go into Luke, right? We'll see. Figure it out. Let's see what Ahsoka does here. Yeah, 1000%, right? It doesn't take that time. Oh, Ahsoka will spend 2 force here to donate a action. Can get Luke, could barrel roll Luke and give him a focus or a target lock to try and eliminate the first order test pilot. I mean, it was either they fixed something or the pack of cables. Like I bought a 2-pack of Ethernet cables and they both were shit. That's either that. Ahsoka can do that. Ahsoka spends 2 force to give a person at range 1 to 2 an action, even if they're stressed. And so she gives Luke a target lock onto Lahuz, and she will focus boost for her own action. Oh, the bump from Lahuz is not on Luke. It's on the first order test pilot. So Luke is going to get this range 1 absolute crushing banger. 4v2 Luke double modified with the force and a target lock. You spend it on 3 or 1 here. I think you spend it on 1, but he's going to spend it on 2, splitting the difference. And same difference, 4 hits coming in. Natty's to live. Not quite, but simultaneous fire. Ahsoka no shot. So Lahuz. 4v3. On to Wedge Antilles. Only 1. Wedge is going to have to spend the focus to live. Wedge, range 1 into recoil. Wedge, hit crit. Recoil. It's 2. 1 evade, 1 shield, 1 recoil. Now recoil. Recoil goes into, I think you get Wedge off the board. You just go for Luke. Luke's on 3. You have a better chance of killing Wedge, but you have a target lock on. If you can nuke Luke, you nuke Luke. But Luke's getting 2, and it'll have 1 force. It's on to Luke. 4v2. That's all you need. Hit, crit. Luke Skywalker. Down goes Luke Skywalker. Of course, his arch nemesis Recoil gets the kill. So 2 silencers versus a healthy Ahsoka. That was actually super good timing on the boom. Recoil in the First Order test pilot. You know what? That is too long of a name.
Money is all that you love, and that's what you'll receive.
Recoil and Clancy. Going against Ahsoka and Wedge Antilles. Wedge is injured. Clancy is also injured. Yeah, that was all Chat's idea last night. I claim no credit for that. I just put it together. So Ahsoka needs to get busy. I mean, I don't love Pete. That's a former bowler who almost went professional. I respect him. Renato Flores, 866. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Where'd you find us from? Edge Antilles with the Snoop-de-Doop. First Order test pilot also with the Talon. Recoil. 2 harding away. You target lock boost here? I think you target lock boost. Target lock boost. Yeah, you target lock boost here. Hey Nick, I'm from Peru. Hey Peru, I'm great. No, hey man, welcome in from Peru. You know, I want to say this. I do think we have a fair contingent of South American followers. We know Jajo tunes in from Colombia. He's saying like Nickel City. People call me Nick a lot. Candid, I was super into bowling. I bowled a 300 when I was 16. I auditioned. I tried out for the junior Olympic team when I was in high school. I've won 2 state championships for my high school in Florida. Bowled 1 year for Florida State and then decided I was not having fun anymore and joined a pop punk band instead. I think we're number 16 on that list, Navi. Oh, focus and extreme maneuver boost. Love it. We trade Clancy for Wedge here. Ooh, an almost full health recoil versus Ahsoka Tano full health with all that force and extreme maneuvers. I think I'd give it to Ahsoka after a while, right? But here's the thing. Time becomes an enemy now here. Ahsoka Tano, range 3, natties. Clancy gonna need to find some evades here. Buddy's dad owned the local bowling center and all of his kids were amateur professional bowlers. Yeah, I used to be super into bowling. Like, real good at it. Oof. Clancy takes 1. Wedge is going in on Clancy. Clancy will get a return shot. They're both I-4. 1. Clancy, 2 dice to find 1 evade. Gets it. Clancy, let's go. Clancy now. 3 on 3 to Wedge. Fanatical is active. 2 hits. Wedge. 2 evades. Clancy, Wedge, none of them are going to go quietly into that good night. 6.5 minutes left.
Subhedgehog 126, Yodataco 108.
He measured for Ahsoka, but it's too far. The Daredevil boost took into range 1. Or the range. Because you got to remember, she was like back here when she tried to go for it. So. Then she did the extreme maneuver boost, which would have given her range, but that's not the timing. Clancy, where did this come from? It came from the fact that first order test pilot is just way too long. It's just way too long a name. Wedge to banking. Into focus. Clancy, 4 forward. Let's see, will barrel roll left. And also boost. Does he boost forward? To the right. Recoil. I think he just focus boost here. Gonna barrel roll. I think you just boost. Here's the thing. Ahsoka with extreme maneuvers has a ton of options here. It's going to be hard for her not to run over the cloud. But she still has force for mods, so maybe she just one-hearted anyway. And the boost does fit. She can use her ability on Wedge, but how does that help? That does go through the cloud. And takes a strain. But again, I don't think that's in Recoil's arc. You can give an action to Wedge, but why would you? No shots. We're back to dials. 2.5 minutes left. This is probably the last turn. It is an 18-point game. If you're the first order test pilot, you are just running, right? You bank to the left and hide behind that cloud. Yeah, it's almost like vectored cannons would have been really useful here. Wedge would need 2 or 3 turns to catch up if he did that. Silencers are the one ship that can keep up with A-Wings. I think you have the easiest 2-bank of your life here with Recoil. You just focus up. And then you have 2-bank with Clancy. Focus up, hide behind that cloud. No, I think the 2-bank from Recoil fits. Yeah, I agree. The 2 hard would have been a little bit better for him, I think. If you're going to eat that cloud anyway, it doesn't matter. Focus boost for Recoil. Ahsoka. 1 hard doesn't complete and won't be able to use her force. So Wedge and Recoil will take shots. Now listen, hey, this is 2-on-3 here from Wedge. Wedge does need natties. It's not enough. 1 isn't enough. Recoil takes the shield. And just take a shot back at Wedge. And that will be 3 hits. Wedge takes it. And the game is over. Well flown to both Subhedgehog and Yodataco. What a display going on there. What a game. Let me pay out the bets. Not a lot of faith on the first order there, but they reward the few people who did bet for them. Hey, thanks guys for playing. Appreciate you.